Justin, thanks for joining us.
Great to be here, Keith. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk to you because forward financing is providing a very, very meaningful solution. I mean, it's supporting small business owners, and over the past year, it's companies like Forward Financing that really had an impact into helping companies survive. So, if people aren't familiar with what Forward Financing does, like talk about what the core is of your business.
Sure. So, Ford Financing, we're a Boston based financial technology company. We provide working capital financing to small businesses throughout the US.
Now, what's the history of the company? Like, how did it all come together, and like, what was the kind of the genesis of the idea?
Sure. So my background, I've been crazy to think I've been in financial service, around that financial technology almost 20 years. We started the business in 2012. Basically, what's been happening in the tradition of traditional financial services is businesses would go to a bank, they would look for financing, banks would approve a business if you have inventory, if you have real estate, if you have receivables, and you're going to have to go through a drawn out process. Most small business owners don't have the time, don't have the interest, don't have those types of assets. And so we saw a real opportunity for traditional Main Street type businesses, like I mentioned, for access to financing. And that's why we started and have been building forward financing around.
So, how does it work for a small business owner? Because you have like there's a platform, this technology that's enabling all this. So, if I was a small business owner trying to get a loan, how does it work?
Yep. So small businesses, there's 30 million of them out in the US. They will go to, usually they work with how we go to market is we work with strategic partners. So think of a company like a lending tree, a marketplace. Small business owners would go to a lending tree, apply, say they're seeking financing, apply, and we will work with those strategic partners to review, approve, and fund that small business. And so we will do that. Our approvals is we'll receive an application and approve it within 3 hours or less, and then we will fund the same day. And so that is compared to weeks that traditional financing sources require, and the type of documentation which we are able to use the technology to do that.
Yeah, and that's game changing for small businesses because you highlighted before, you don't have time to go through the rigor of a loan process at a typical neighborhood bank. You want it to be quick, and you need the capital usually like yesterday type of thing. So to go through the process, like that's just such a different model and just a way better experience for the small business owner.
Yeah, and so we've been focused on building an excellent platform so that we can receive an application, we can review it, we can underwrite it, we can make a decision. We receive thousands of applications a month, and so we can do that in a seamless fashion, because exactly what you said, people are looking for capital within hours, not days or weeks, and so that's the level of service and quality that we provide.
So where's Forward Financing today, like as far as number of employees and your growth plans ahead?
Sure. So we started in 2012. It was two of us. I'm co-founder, started the business then. We're now over 200 people. And our growth plan is to continue to grow. So we've won a number of awards, whether it's on the Inc. magazine, Boston Business Journal, around our growth. We've also won different awards around culture and employee satisfaction and best places to work. Our near-term focus is continue to do significant growth year over year. This year alone, we're anticipating growing our headcount by almost 50%. Small businesses out there post-pandemic are back to growth, are getting back to growth, and to do that, working capital is a key ingredient. So we want to be there to help them.
And what are those functional areas that you'll be hiring in?
All across. So across all of it. We mentioned technology. So technology, whether it's on engineering, on product, across sales, across underwriting, where really the credit decision, it's the backbone of the business in terms of making that decision for the small business. Finance, accounting, across analytics is big for us. I would say across all facets of our business, we're hiring. I think we've got over 10 different job postings right now that we're actively hiring for.
Now you mentioned culture. You've won multiple awards. So what's it like working there?
I would say our first core value, and I think this feeds into our culture, is people first. We value relationships, we value empathy, we really invest in that. And so from a culture perspective, from the first time that someone starts at the business, the onboarding process, we want to make sure that people quickly get up to speed on our business, who we are, who works at the company. And for us, it's a relationship first type place. And then I would say second, just as important, is the impact. So we're working with small businesses that are the backbone of the economy. Us being able to help those businesses, so people that can come in quickly and make an impact on what is and what are some of the most important decisions for small businesses that they do on a daily basis. I would say those are two key contributing factors to our culture.
Yeah. And you talked about the growth plans ahead, but like, why is now the ideal time for someone to consider joining Forward Financing?
Yeah, I would say now better than ever. We just went through COVID. I think going through COVID, any business, especially a financial technology business, getting through on the other side just shows the resilience of our business. So we've been tried and tested going through that. And right now, I would argue is we're in the best position. The last year has forced us to focus on who we are as a business, operational excellence. And right now we're getting back to growth. And so we have the different roles, we're able to invest in our people in the different parts of the business. And the trajectory for us as businesses are getting back on their feet, there's no better time in my opinion. And we're seeing it from people that have recently joined and the excitement around it.
Well, as Justin mentioned, Forward Financing is hiring across the board, across all functional areas. So there's a lot of opportunity. Go to their company page to see their job listings. Go to venturefizz.com/forward-financing, and you'll see all their job listings there. Justin, thanks so much for taking the time to bring us up to speed on all the great work you guys are up to.
Keith, thank you as well. Look forward to chatting again soon.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. At VentureFizz, our mission is to share the stories of companies, their people, and culture. So if you're interested in more interviews with founders and executives in the tech industry, make sure you click on the subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching.